in February, you talked a little bit about your freshman year, and you were going to play some other field positions. Were you surprised last night when they said third base, and what's your reaction to that, and how much experience do you have at third?
I wasn't surprised. I'm sure some people were, but I've said it over, and it's just like, as a baseball player, you're on that field to win, and you're going to do whatever it takes. And if it's at third base, if it's in left, first base, wherever, second base, you're there to win, and you're going to get the job done, in my eyes.
Do you have a lot of experience at third?
Oh yeah, I've been on the left side of the diamond. I mean, I'm sure you watch MLB Network or ESPN. They had the 12-year-old highlights at shortstop. It wasn't too pretty, but I've been over there. That was just as a 12-year-old, so don't blame me. But yeah, I'm comfortable over there.
Thanks, Jeff. Next, we'll go to Jason Lewis, ABC 12.
Hey, Spencer. Congratulations. How excited are you to be a Tiger? And what do you know about the city of Detroit? Have you ever been there or experienced what Tiger fans bring to the stadium at Comerica Park?
I've heard so much the last 24 hours about how great Detroit is, and I haven't heard one bad thing, so that's obviously good. And I know Detroit's got a lot of diehard Tigers fans and Red Wings and some Lions fans, so it's an exciting time in Detroit, and it's an honor to join the ride.
Thanks, Jason. Next, we'll go to Brad Galley, Channel 7.
Spencer, congratulations, man. We were watching all the clips last night, and I think the raw emotion was just so pure to see on your face, even knowing that you were at least going to go high. I heard at one point you said you didn't honestly know you were going to go number one overall, but I'm curious how many conversations you had with the Tigers ahead of time and how much confidence you had and maybe a relationship down the road with them ahead of the draft.
I've always believed in my ability, and I've thought I was the best player in the draft, and I've worked my butt off to get to this point. So I was confident, but we've had conversations, and the draft is it's crazy. Everyone says it's so unpredictable, so you never know. So that you're going to have some doubt, and I didn't get that. They didn't call me before the pick, and that scared the living crap out of me. But it was literally the best feeling ever. I can't even describe it.
And if I could follow up, this team is obviously in a rebuilding phase, and you're going to be a big part of it. They need a star. They need a big hitter. There's pressure that comes with being a baseball player, and there's pressure that comes with being the number one overall pick. But how much do you look forward to the opportunity to be a guy that can help turn a franchise around?
Oh my gosh, pressure's a privilege, and everyone, a lot of people try to say, pressure. There's no such thing as pressure. I truly believe in that. It's a privilege, and that pressure, whatever you want to call it, it drives me. It makes me work harder, and I don't let it faze me. Really, it's a privilege to be in the position I'm in, and you just got to run away with it.
Thanks, Brad. Next, we'll go to Daniela Bruce.
Actually, I was just typing in the chat that my question was answered. Brad had the same question I did, but I will ask you this. You mentioned the Red Wings already, and I hear that you're a hockey fan as well. So how excited are you to be involved in, Hockey Town and coming to Red Wings games now that you'll be in Detroit?
Oh, I love hockey. I grew up, I think I played maybe 5 or 6 years growing up. And it's such a great sport, and it's so much fun to watch, and I love live games. So yeah, hopefully catch a couple Red Wings games. Maybe get on the ice. That'd be awesome.
Thank you, Spencer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniela. Next, we'll go to Chris McCoskey of the Detroit News.
Hey, welcome to Detroit, Spence.
Thank you so much.
We got to get you some Tiger gear, man. That Arizona State stuff is.
I know. I wore like a similar polo yesterday. I promise it's a different one.
no judgment, man. Hey, I was wondering, what are you gonna? Have they talked to you about what's next? Like, where will you go? Where will you play? How will you get started? You know what I mean? We go down to Florida for a while now and work out at the facility.
It's such a time of it's so unpredictable, and that conversation is for down the road. We're enjoying the moment right now, and things are going to happen, but there's, it's such a weird time that it's unknown at this point.
For sure. Were you aware that Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer, was so big on scouting you and had such a big voice in getting you here?
I had no idea. It's an honor.
Thank you, Spence. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Next, we'll go to Jeff Metcalf. Jeff, make sure you unmute.
Yeah. Hey, Spencer. How are you?
Good, Jeff. How you doing?
Hey, I just wondered from the ASU end of it, who were you able to talk to? Were you able to talk to Alika, Tracy Hunter, those kind of people yesterday? And what was that conversation like?
Yeah, so Hunter was at my house. Connor Higgins was at my house. Brady Corrigan, Nick Chima, and Dom Cashone, because he's from Northern California, was also at my house. And so I had teammates here, and then I FaceTimed Alika after he got picked. We were all in my court around, I don't even know what time Alika got picked. I think it was around 7, I want to say. He was the last pick of the day, and my buddy Brady, he's on like the draft tracker. He's like, "Oh, Alika got picked," So we just went wild for Alika. It's such a cool moment to share it with all my friends and teammates and family. It was awesome.
Thanks, Jeff. Next, we'll go to Trevor Thompson, Fox Sports Detroit.
Congratulations, Spencer. And I was just wondering, through the pandemic, it's a two-part question. Through the pandemic, how do you feel that maybe some of your progress has been halted, not being able to play live ball? And what have you been doing to keep yourself in shape, keep your mind and body active through all of this?
I don't think my progress has been halted at all. It's kind of like an extended off season. If you treat it that way, you still got to work hard, and it's a blessing in disguise. People's bodies are getting the breaks they need, and then just you got to get stronger, more flexible, and you got to hit more baseballs, in the batting cage, getting ready. It just makes it that much sweeter when you get onto the field.
What have you been doing with yourself, you, your family, or whoever you've been hanging out with? What have you been doing during this time?
Yeah, luckily my best friend owns a gym, and so his dad lets us go in there. But I also built a batting cage in my backyard, but the net was probably made for like a 10-year-old. I put a hole in it in the first 2 weeks. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, but ended up I just commute to my high school field and hit there, which is nice.
Well, thanks a lot, and congratulations. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trevor. Next, we'll go to Anthony Fennick from the Detroit Free Press.
Spencer, congratulations. I guess my first question's for Scott. Scott,
hey, Anthony.
are we just doing Spencer right now?
Yes.
Sorry, I missed that. I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Spencer, playing third base, how much have you played in your career? When did you know the Tigers were going to announce you as a third baseman? And what do you think going forward? Are you looking forward to the challenge?
Yeah, I've played a lot of third base in my life, and I don't look at it as a challenge. And I've always worked hard, and just give me a couple reps over there, and I'll be even more comfortable. But the first time I knew they were drafting me as a third baseman was when the commissioner said, Spencer Torkelson, third baseman.
So how surprised were you when you heard that? And when's the last time you played third base?
Last time I played third base, I got a lot of reps there in the fall. Both falls all 3 falls at ASU. I love baseball, and playing anywhere, a different glove. You get more gloves. That's the bright side of it, all of it.
And I guess the last one for me. For a year now, the fans have been getting really excited to potentially get the position to draft you. How much did you hear about this? What does that mean to you? I guess the whole last year, hearing your name associated with the Tigers and the fan base, what does that kind of mean to you?
You get tagged in things on social media, and it feels good. It always feels good to be wanted, and it's a pretty incredible feeling to have people backing me up and believing in me.
Thanks a lot, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks, Anthony. Next, we'll go to Cameron Cox.
Hey, Spencer. Cameron Cox here from 12 News in Phoenix. Congratulations. Just curious, ASU has a rich history of #1 picks, and you're part of that rich history of ASU baseball. Just what's that like to be a part of that legacy and leave your mark on the place you went to college?
Can you repeat the beginning of that question? Sorry, my dog's going wild.
Yeah, no problem. ASU has a rich history of #1 picks, and you're a part of that now. And the legacy of ASU baseball, everybody knows very well. Just what's it like to now kind of etch your name in that history?
Oh, it's unbelievable to be, in the same conversation as those amazing players and their careers is it's special. And you got to realize that it's just a start because they did more than me. They might have gone first overall, but they went on and were successful, and that's my next mission.
Thanks, Cameron. Next, we'll take a question from Carly Johnston.
Hey, Spencer, welcome to Detroit.
Thank you so much.
All right, so first off, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts about possibly playing in a stadium without fans?
It's definitely going to be different. Watching it in the KBO, it's different, and it's kind of cool. They have fun with it. I know some German soccer league, they said fans can pay like $25 for like a poster of them in a seat. So that's pretty cool. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you play to win, and if you play to win, you're not worried about the fans anyways. You're kind of just locked into the game. So for me, if I were to play with no fans in the stands, I mean, I like playing fall ball, and there's no fans in the stands. It's a weird time, but we'll make it work.
Absolutely. Okay, speaking of fans, I have to ask about your relationship with Guy Fieri. We saw him tweet about you getting drafted. Where did that friendship come from?
Yeah, Guy's such a great guy. He's the man. Yeah, so my mom's a CFO for the last 6 or 7 years, and he's been unbelievable, so down to earth, and he cooks a mean brisket. I promise you, it's unreal. But yeah, he's such a good dude, and to have him on my side it's special.
Love it. Okay, last question. Where did your love for hockey come from?
I don't know. Growing up, there was a hockey team like 20 minutes away from my house at Snoopy's home ice, Charles Schultz's place, and I probably saw San Jose Sharks game, and they're hitting each other, and a couple guys have no teeth. I thought it was kind of cool, So hey mom, can I play some hockey? At like 7 years old. So yeah, that's pretty much how it started.
Very cool. Well, it seems like baseball worked out for you. I can't wait to see you with the Old English D on your chest.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carly. Next, we got a question from Jacob Rudner.
Hey, Spencer, congratulations.
Thanks.
So I was talking to your dad in the days leading up to the draft, and he was just saying that this whole journey for you guys has almost been so surreal, from where you were out of high school not getting drafted and the improvement you made throughout college, and then this season getting canceled. Can you just tell me, leading up to the draft, what was it like for you, thinking back on everything that you've gone through career-wise to get to this point?
It's so hard to put words to the feeling of where I was and where I am now, but you gotta just thank everyone around me that had my back and always believed in me, like my parents, my friends, teammates, coaches, hometown. Everyone knew I had it in me, and so I think getting undrafted out of high school was the best thing to ever happen to me, and just made me work so much harder, and it put everything in perspective for me, and then being where I am now, it's really special.
Thank you. We got time for one or two more. We'll go to Richard Sines.
Hey, Spencer. Richard Sines here, Fox 10 Phoenix. I kind of like that ASU gear on you. We're going to enjoy it as much as we can before you start wearing Tiger stuff. But, speaking of ASU, how much do you think your time at ASU, one of the best programs in the country, and playing in the Pac-12, one of the toughest conferences in the country, has helped prepare you for this next stage in your life, this next level of baseball?
Yeah, this is the reason I picked ASU. They call it MLBU for a reason, and the alumni that walk the same halls as you, and it's a great place to play. And my coaches, Mike Early, Greenspan, even JK and Skip, they're unbelievable coaches, unbelievable guys, and they truly made me a better. And I got to shout out, the athletic trainer and the weight coach, because they all help contribute to this, and they know what they're doing over there. And it was so fun to be a part of it. And yeah.
When I follow up, obviously the season cut short, disappointing to have that happen, especially when you're so close to shattering these records. Does going number one overall kind of alleviate that pain?
That might trump it, trump the 3 home runs I didn't get to hit. But again, I've said it. It's just like we needed to take a step back. We needed to not play the rest of our season for our world and our health. So when you put things into perspective like that, it makes it a little easier, because you can't control that. Control what you can control, and just do that.
Thank you. Best of luck. You're gonna do great over there. I just know it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. We'll take the next question from Josh Schaefer.
Hey, Spencer, congrats, man.
Josh, how you doing? Thank you.
You kind of, like you said, coming out of high school undrafted, and then going to ASU, playing on the Cape. Is there a specific moment, maybe either at ASU or on the Cape, where you kind of thought, like, I think this could happen for myself and for my family?
Going undrafted out of high school, the second, 5 minutes after the 40th round ended on the 3rd day in 2017, I called up my uncle, called my buddies. I was like, let's go hit at Casa. I just want to try to hit balls as hard as I can and, get over this, because I told myself I'm going to be a first rounder out of ASU. And I think I realized that was an opportunity for me. It was maybe, 4 games into my freshman year. I was like, damn, I'm doing pretty good at this thing. Let's keep going.